Self-compassion won't heal you if you keep using it as an excuse. I know that sounds harsh, but you've felt this before. You tell yourself, it's okay, I'm trying, while repeating the same pain. You forgive yourself, but nothing actually changes. So now you're confused. If self-compassion is healing, why do you still feel broken? Most people think self-compassion means being soft with yourself. They are wrong. Here is why. Self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook. It's about finally telling yourself the truth without destroying yourself. I learned that the hard way. There was a time I kept blaming my past for everything. My choices, my patterns, my emotional reactions, and I told myself I was healing. But I was actually hiding. I was wrong because real self-compassion doesn't protect your comfort. It protects your growth. But here is the trap. You confuse self-compassion with self-pity. Self-pity keeps you stuck in the same emotional loop. It feeds your cortisol levels, keeping your brain in stress mode. When cortisol stays high, your brain stops seeking solutions. It only tries to survive. That's why you replay the same pain again and again. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is overwhelmed. But here is what they never tell you. Self-compassion is actually a neurological reset. When you treat yourself with honesty and kindness, your brain shifts from survival mode to growth mode. It lowers cortisol and increases dopamine in a healthy way. That's when real change begins. I remember one night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about a mistake I made years ago. Same memory, same regret, same shame, and for the first time, I didn't distract myself. I sat there and faced it, not with judgment, but with responsibility. I told myself, yes, you messed up, but you're still here. So now what? That moment changed everything because I stopped asking, why did this happen to me? And started asking, what can I build from this? That shift is where healing starts. There's something I call emotional gravity. Your past pulls you down like gravity pulls objects to earth. The heavier the regret, the stronger the pull. And if you don't create enough internal force, you will never escape that pull. Self-compassion is that force, not soft, not weak, but powerful enough to lift you out. But let me be honest again, I used to think being hard on myself would fix everything. I believed pressure creates progress. Sometimes it does, but not when it turns into self-hate. Because when your inner voice becomes toxic, your brain associates growth with pain. And what does the brain do with pain? It avoids it. So you procrastinate, you delay, you escape. Not because you're lazy, but because your mind is protecting you from yourself. So here's another shift you need to make. Stop asking, how do I fix myself? Start asking, how do I understand myself? That one change rewires everything. Understanding creates awareness. Awareness creates control, and control creates change. There's another idea I want you to try. Every time you catch yourself being harsh, pause. Replace that thought with one honest but kind sentence. Not fake positivity, real grounded truth, like I messed up, but I'm learning. Do this consistently for 48 hours. Watch how your internal voice changes, because your brain rewires through repetition. Neurons that fired together wired together, so if you keep feeding yourself harshness, you build a brain that attacks you. But if you balance truth with compassion, you build a brain that supports you. And that changes everything. Let me tell you something deeper. Healing is not becoming a new person, it's finally meeting the person you've been avoiding. The version of you that feels too much. The version you tried to silence. What if that version isn't broken? What if it's just unheard? As Carl Jung said, I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. That line hit me hard because it removed every excuse I had left. But here's the trap. You think healing means feeling good all the time. It doesn't. Healing means feeling everything without running away, and means facing your worst thoughts and not letting them define you. So let me ask you something. How long will you keep punishing yourself for being human? How many versions of you will you destroy before you understand you don't need more guilt? You need better direction. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Take 3 minutes. Sit with yourself. Face one truth you've been avoiding. And respond with honesty, not hate. That's where your healing begins. Start within now.